Like, I know talking to yourself for some can be awkward. I know it was for me for a real long time, but there's someone living in there and they want to talk to you. Hey kids, it's Lindsay again. Today we're going to talk about a really, really important topic to me, and that is mental health for online business owners. This, to me, has been a really tough nut to crack. And when I finally cracked that nut and realized that actually becoming emotionally well and taking care of your emotional wellness will actually make you a better online business owner than you ever were before, that really mental wellness is your secret weapon for conquering the online business world, because it really is the only thing that separates you from your competitors. So if you're viewing your brain as this amazing tool that is the super secret thing about the thing that your competitors don't get, don't you think that you would hide it away in a safe and protect it and give it all the maintenance and the love and the care that it needs so that it would always be working at maximum capacity? Yeah, you would. So if you believe me that the only thing that separates you from your competitors and makes you special and is your cutting edge is your mind, then it's really time, if you haven't, to start reconsidering that and to focus on your mental wellness. Just when it comes to running an online business, but not only that, it's going to improve the rest of your life. And this is where I think online business owners struggle. So this has been my experience with one of the biggest roadblocks that I have had when it comes to having an online coaching business and your mental health, is that you'll walk into a chamber event or you'll talk with your friends and family, and all of them are seemingly very envious of your lifestyle, right? You make your own hours, you're raking in the money, you're waking up every morning with course sales. Your golden ticket is yourself. You don't have to work for the man, right? You have this email list that you can email and get milk money out of all you want. It sounds amazing, right? So many people, especially in my circles where you had mothers. And one of the reasons that I love my online business is the fact that I was able to be both at home and have an extremely fulfilling career at the same time. But it starts making you feel a little crazy, or at least it did for me. It started making me feel like I am not grateful for what I have. They're absolutely right. Yes, absolutely. I have a great job and I am grateful for it, but it almost made me feel like I couldn't, or if I wasn't 100% happy with my business, or if I dreamed about the grass being greener on the other side, getting a job, that made me kind of weird, because I did have a pretty awesome business, online business, right? So I think that and the fact that when you're an online business owner, you can kind of visit the dark side of obsession. At least I can. I get very one track, and I have to be like, I want to figure this out, and I want to be at the computer all the time, and I'm addicted to the results of my marketing, and I'm a crazy making. That to me is the dark side of obsession, where it's almost hard to be present in your day and anywhere else because you're obsessing over your latest project or course or whatever it is. And as the matriarch of the family, I'm not only, really responsible for the mental well needs of all the people in my family, but all of a sudden I am also fiscally and financially responsible for them. And that made, this crazy making of this online business thing that much harder. As I mentioned at the beginning of this video, if you don't take care of your mental wellness and you're expected to show up and give your all and present and be the know-it-all and be confident and sell and be suave and be amazing. Even to me, one small little hiccup, like a child being sick or, whatever, and I being in a little fight, that can be, I have to pump myself up to get on camera, because I am at my best when everything, when I feel mentally well. Self-care, so important. it's really important for you to start focusing on a few things that you want, or a few things that you need, or if you need time to work or space away from the kids to be creative. You have to start acknowledging what you want. From my experience, I was servicing everyone else in the family, and my needs were extremely last. But when, things hit a tipping point, and I'm like, I've got to start taking some time on my own. What is it do I want? What is it that I need? I want to make my business as successful as possible. What do I need? And then I started asking for it. Well, number one, my family was totally supportive, and a lot of it was mostly in my head. But number two, they gave me that space. And when I took what I needed, I actually ended up being a better and more productive, loving, present member of this family, which is really, in my opinion, what my family needs most of. Productivity. Being an online business owner, you got a lot of things coming at you. You got new coaching programs, you got courses, you got ads, you have emails, you got one-on-one clients, you got to be creative, you gotta be on your game all over the place. And so when you show up and maybe you leave the office that day and you don't really know what you got done, but you felt very, very busy, for me, that was really depressing. Like the whole night I would be depressed and beating up on myself and telling myself I've got to do better. And this is why I'm not reaching my goals any faster. Like the self-talk in there was crazy. So I started adopting some productivity habits. And I know it sounds boring, and I know it's the last thing you want to do, and you would rather take a course or something about Facebook ads. Okay, I get it. A new sexy marketing thing, or work on your latest program. But here's the thing. When I buckled down and I started learning productivity techniques like make a to-do list the night before, or the Pomodoro method where you work in 20-minute spurts, or improved my note-taking abilities and capability, then I would be able to leave work every single day, walk out of my office every single day, feeling good about myself. And when you start stacking those days that you feel good about yourself on top of each other, you just generally start feeling good about yourself. So start looking at your processes, start investing in productivity. I know you don't have time. I know you don't think you have time, but really productivity is one of the best tips for taking care of your mental wellness as an online business owner. All right. Identify your triggers. Okay. Perfect example. I had a business coach of mine. Okay. This was several years ago. Business coach of mine. We ended on not very good terms. She didn't follow through on some stuff. I was upset. Okay. I really admired and respected her, and it really hurt. I'll just be honest, right? I won't be the only one that's ever been hurt by a business coach. I was really, really hurt. And every time I would see her ads and every time I'd get her emails, I was like, dude, this sucks. Because you kind of felt like an outsider, and it just sucked. And when I identified that something like that, a run-in with her, would ruin my entire day, that's when I unfollowed her, made myself and the team unsubscribe from all of her emails, just completely. We don't even go there, guys, because the mental health and the way that triggered me was it would just ruin the entire day. And you don't need that in your life. You don't have time for it, and you don't freaking need it. So identify your triggers. If you get a bad feeling, this is as simple as it was for me. If you get a bad feeling about something during the day, ask yourself, oh, when did I turn into a crappy mood? Or when you wake up in the morning and you're in a generally bad mood, say, oh, what am I thinking about? What is weighing on me? And really try to figure it out. Like, I know talking to yourself for some can be awkward. I know it was for me for a real long time, but there's someone living in there and they want to talk to you. So talk to them, figure it out, and that will be a trigger. How can I go to bed better the night before so that I can actually wake up and be productive and do my self-care and be happy and be my very best business owner self, okay? My final thing that I'm just going to dive in here. But when I finally started looking into meditation, get yourself a good app. I use the Calm app, and you actually really start spending 20 minutes a day on this. I'm telling you, your online coaching business will start to soar. Okay. If you were inspired at all today, I would certainly appreciate if you would like this video and subscribe to the channel. I talk about this real life stuff all the time.